security, top flight security or whatever.
I never really noticed it, but I was looking at it.
You don't
I was looking at private security. I don't have nothing. I could see my 35. And I was thinking,
I don't know.
Was it like 8:30?
24 hours. And then got to looking at it.
We changed it up.
I'm 24, you know what I mean?
Who's out there with that?
Hello, Mr. Rondo, how are you? Good, good. I seen you over at Michelle's the other day, but I was in the middle of doing something.
Otherwise, you're days.
Yeah, doing something, but I came over.
Oh, I've got one.
But like I said, I was in the middle of doing something, and I said I don't want to. Yeah. Well, not recently, but yeah, because my one dog, she got it 2 nights in a row. About last summer I think it was. She went out one time, I came back, gave her a bath. The next night she went out saying that she got it right in the face because I knew she was foaming at the mouth. Oh yeah. I always tell her you can smell them around. I leave my windows open. It's like, oh, the skunks around, and then the dogs are going crazy. And yeah.
Not sure.
Oh yeah. Try to stay away from them.
We used to have them.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't feel threatened, they're okay. But like like a dog barking at them, they're gonna go crazy.
That's where we was.
6 or 7 barns.
Which in theory, we don't know if they'll come in from. Rather than going up.
Always hanging in that area. Thinking something's person or something. All big fluffy tail. And I'm looking back.
Hey,
Because the
Cal,
cats weren't.
to do that 30 to 30 building out here, concrete, what are we talking about, $3,000 or $4,000? Concrete?
No.
No, I hear it's 30 to 30 here.
But what I'm getting at.
At $200 a yard, it's a little bit cheaper than that now.
If you go 4-inch thick slab.
4-inch thick, oh, But it won't be what?
Yeah, it's
20,000.
Mikey?
Yeah, it's 30 to 30. How many yards of concrete? 7?
I don't know how to figure it out.
$10,000 in concrete.
Ain't saying like 7 yards? 30 to 30.
Close to that. Divided by 4.
You don't want
I ain't no concrete.
What's a 30 by 40?
30 to 30.
So you move the dirt.
Build it.
Yeah, it's close to 30.
I think it's 30 to 30. I was thinking there's 30 to 30. So
That's what I'm saying.
the other day when we put them up, cause he said,
I filed it back.
cause he told me, it don't matter how we put it, cause it's 30 to 30. That's what he told me the other day. I thought it's 30 to 30.
Well, we originally started with a 40,000. We could put in 6 inches there.
4 inches.
You see what I'm getting at here? Yeah.
I don't know, I ain't gonna take me around that magazine, I don't know. But how much, say it is a 30 to 30, how many yards is that?
I don't know how to figure it.
Hang on a minute.
I know it's about $200 a yard.
Yeah, it's a little cheaper in Stevenson too.
Can't remember how much it is for square foot.
I got the plans that are in my car. I think that.
He goes like, well, go ahead.
30-something square feet. 900 square feet. We'll go ahead and mark the 30 by 6 inches thick, about 450 cubic feet. But they ain't got conversion for cubic feet, cubic yards.
I mean, that's 900 cubic feet in
Does anybody know if Corey's
a
done it?
yard.
I'm not even sure.
I think Corey's got them.
Was that them?
I do think it does that.
I think that's a little lot.
Should we go Saturday?
Here you go, Josh, see what size this thing, bro?
Are y'all reading the minutes? Y'all reading them?
No, that's
How wide is the truss in there?
30 foot.
I think it's 30.
But there's, let's see, so there's nine of them, and they're on 4-foot centers. It's 36, so it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then there's two gables for the
Yeah,
trusses,
yeah.
so there's 11 total.
So how many yards of concrete is that? Yeah, bring people. What, Mike? How many yards of concrete, Mike? Go.
30 by 36 inches thick is,
No, 4
inches.
4
4
inches.
inches thick.
300 cubic feet. That's 300 square foot.
3 feet a yard.
Look, you just go to the concrete calculator.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, no, sir. Well, that's not good.
33 yards.
33 yards.
$200. Yeah.
How much?
6,000.
6,600.
Yeah.
That's why I said, well, about $6,000 or
What did I say,
something.
4 inches thick?
No. I thought I said about $6,000.
What, 4 inches thick?
Well, they charge about that much to finish it.
So they do? They charge, or they charge like $1 or something. to put it together.
Yeah, they charge about
What'd
that.
you figure?
Hold up. That's a nail. What'd you figure?
Yeah, I took it on my own, he done good.
Done.
What'd you figure out the road's 30
We get him to give us a price, he done that for me.
Be cheaper if we
For nail. Pretty good.
be cheaper if we just do it 1 inch thick.
I'm just curious what you put in.
Yeah.
Anyway. 10,000.
Corey's not gonna make it.
Y'all ready everything? Y'all ready to go?
Yeah, if you get fiber put in it, it's gonna be more.
Yeah.
You need.
I think it's with fiber about that 200.
Yeah.
I think it has probably fiber and 3 more out there.
Probably.
All right, let's start the meeting. I'll get Hickory out here to open us up with a prayer and we'll get everything started.
Dear Lord, I want to thank you for this day and all your many blessings, Lord. Thank you for our health, Lord. Giving us this community to live in. And we just ask, Lord, that the citizens of this community all come together and work for the better of it. Just help us in this meeting to do your will, how you'd have us conduct.
Amen.
Amen.
Everybody read the minutes. Well, I hear a motion to pass the last minute.
Oh, make it out.
I'll make a motion. Sale.
Do I hear a second?
I'll say.
All in favor? Just got it. Yeah, I'm gonna get started off with trash and then fire department. Y'all got anything for the fire department? Everything's been good and quiet and everything? All right. We got a new police chief, Mr. Jeremy Durham. We'll welcome him to the city of New Hope and see what he got to say.
Since 12th is actually, this says since April, for the month of April, but I didn't come till 12th. So the stats that we have here from that time. 6 calls for service, that's just what New Hope Police Department has answered. 1 active case out of that, cleared or have 3 inactive cases. 10 traffic stops, 4 citations issued, 6 warnings issued, and 1 arrest. Along with all that, I've applied for and was granted access to the TBI's Tybris reporting system, the state reporting system. I was able to get, again, the Titan crash reporting system, which is the state's crash reporting system, same thing the troopers and everybody else in the state uses. We did initiate and start a Facebook page. It's for the community that they can get on and they can go to messages and leave private messages if they have kids. We're going to send out stuff so they kind of know what's going on if there was ever something that could be dangerous, trees blocking a certain road, we can put that out there and anybody that follows that will be able to see it. It's a good way for us to kind of interact with the people who live here. And we have 2 applicants currently going through the hiring process for part-time, and we did purchase some evidence gathering and storage equipment so we can actually store property evidence the proper way.
All right, we appreciate it, man. Anybody got any questions for him or anything? Everything good? Hope everything goes good, so we. All right.
Carter's actually old business.
Old business?
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you use the ISONs or anything like that for reporting and
So
ticketing and?
we just ordered ticket books for the state citations and all that stuff. The reporting that's actually going through with Tybris that TBI uses for here is 10-cop. So the crime info, just I can show it to you. There's a public access point to that as well. You can pull up any crime stats
I
in that
just know
state.
Campbell, South Pittsburgh, and the counties now, I didn't know if we can,
We can. It is a bit pricey, but I think around Whipple just joined in on that, and I think it's looking at about 10 grand for that.
All right, on the old business, we got our next meeting is in May, and it falls on Memorial Day, so we're gonna move the meeting to Tuesday, May the 27th. So we'll have it May the 27th, instead of having it on a Monday. But Monday is Memorial Day. Everybody? New business. Let's make a motion to sign.
That's actually old business. That's old business.
You got all mixed up. So. But okay, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, motion. Got to make a motion about the pavilion project, about the bid. I just need them. Well, I reckon we need to make a motion.
You want me to explain what happened?
Yeah.
So in the December meeting, we accepted the bid, but we tabled the contract because we had to add to it. So I thought we had made the motion and I was incorrect. So we're correcting what we did last month. We're making a motion to execute the contract. So
Yeah.
we're covering our tracks on this.
Yeah. We just need.
That was my fault, so.
We just need to make a motion for the pavilion project bids and stuff.
I'll make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it.
I'll sign it.
This motion right here, we're making a motion for the first reading of the budget, 2024, 2025.
I will let them look at it before we sign anything. We got to pass it before we sign it.
Just to do with the budget,
That's the amended budget.
yeah, you have to like pass it around. Well,
We didn't know.
We're in new business.
Yeah, new business now. So on the budget workshop coming soon, opening to the public, so you'll just post it on the door when we're gonna have it, that's what.
We need to get a date for that
Yeah.
tonight if we can, nail that down.
For the workshop.
Yeah.
Next couple of weeks, we need to be doing it.
Anybody got a certain date they wanna make it on, or we're gonna leave it at just, what day y'all wanna have it on?
I'm good with that anything.
I need to have it after Mother's Day.
After Mother's Day?
The
We're going on another cruise.
4 o'clock.
Thinking about it, you gonna go?
Internet City like to have it after Mother's Day, whenever it falls on what Mother's Day falls on. Day Mother's Day fall on
About
here.
12 to 13, something like
Mother's Day is the 11th, so would you be
Anytime.
open to doing it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday that
that.
week? Which better for Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday? Middle of the week?
No, let's go Monday.
Monday?
Yeah. What day is that?
The 12th.
Make it work.
I will post a notice on the door. It is
I'm gonna be going to work.
Would that be at 5 o'clock there?
4 o'clock, right? You said
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
Yeah.
4 o'clock.
I leave at 4, I wanna go.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. 4 p.m.
4 o'clock.
When do you say that? You gonna work out something that's after the calendar, like, you know, vacation on it.
So, we gotta post it publicly, so I'll do that anyway too.
While they're reading that, we get the pavilions up, so we're hoping to get, I should have them up the 10 on, they said Wednesday, so we're hoping to get it, have it ready for the, they're gonna have the fast farmer's market out here Saturday, so everybody's more than welcome to come to the farmer's market, bring whatever you can bring, you know, as long as it's homemade or handmade or out of the garden or whatever. We're probably gonna throw this right here in front, that way everybody that goes down the road can see it, you know, and I figured this right here would be better than, you know, people can see we're having it and stuff. We're hoping everything goes good. We've had a lot of people ask us about it, so we're hoping it all goes good too when people have garden stuff comes in. I talked to the guy the other day off Sand Mountain raising watermelons. He said, quick as he gets them, he'll have them down here. So.
Taking a step back to old business, that, we talked about the $30,000 bond for the old River Road. And just to let everybody know, they told earlier in the planning meeting that they're gonna completely repave the road when they pave the road going into the property.
Yeah.
Just so everybody.
They have a time limit, I mean, when do they think it's gonna?
They're gonna keep it, they told us they would keep it patched up until they do the final pavement.
And the plans are, they got 14 lots they got opened up down there, and they'll sell it in one, most all of them about 1 acre lots.
Or they're gonna have like underground utilities?
Yes.
Everything, he said, power right now.
Everything be underground, that way we don't have nothing, no holes or anything.
Who was?
David Abbott,
Oh, I would.
David Abbott, Cam. All right, her motion to amend the budget here.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. So the workshop workshop will be on May the 12th at 4 o'clock. Anybody wants to come, more than welcome. That's an issue. Does he sign this?
No, we need to make a motion to pass this.
Pass this right here.
Yeah, we have to change the threshold
On capital access.
on the, yeah, the assets capitalization.
Everybody's need to probably read this too.
Yep.
While we're passing that around, anybody got anything they want to bring up or?
Mayor, I'd like to say that Alderman, you doing a nice job for the city.
We appreciate it.
I'm really excited about the farmer's market. The beach is awesome. The only concern I had, and I guess I'll be here at the budget meeting, it seemed like I seen a budget for 2025 that had about an $83,000 deficit. Back when I was running, I got it from CARE.
I don't know if I have that with me or not. That's the 2024, 2025 budget.
Right, I think
Yeah,
so.
that was a copy, that was in the paper.
Yeah.
That was in the paper.
I'm just wondering if we're doing any kind of reconciliation with budgets,
We are,
with the
that's what the
spending we're doing.
That was the amendment.
The amendment.
Yeah, we had
So
some
that
areas.
we are gonna run a deficit this year, it looks like.
Well, we also have some revenue that have come in too.
Yeah, I know.
We have grants that have come in, especially with the fire department. We're getting a lot of the delinquent taxes, we're getting revenue from that.
And this is another thing. I got a police chief over here now that knows how to get grants and stuff. Never done it before. I mean, and he told me the other day he got to wait because you got to get them in before when?
Typically March.
March.
For the upcoming fiscal year.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
what we'll do next year, he can get us grants and stuff, and that'll help us on more patrol, police equipment, you know, we need and everything else. So we're working on all
That's
that.
good.
So, and he's already got more revenue coming in than they did before.
Right.
You know, and so we're hoping to get that straightened out on that department and stuff. So, and we got the fire department. They're getting grant money for us now, and I'm working on a grant for the playground and stuff. They told me the other day I made it to the second stage, and on the playground grant, and I'm talking to a guy in Nashville about a grant about putting that storm shelter in. And he said there's two different ways to do it. You can basically what they'll do, they'll come in and build like a building like this size with a kitchen and a bathroom in it, and make it a storm shelter. You know, they come in whatever how they do to make it tornado proof.
That's awesome.
So
That's needed here.
That's neat.
yeah. So he's working on that, see what we can do, you know, to get something like that going. So we're working on some stuff. Like I said, we're trying. And anybody got any suggestions, you know, let us know. Any of y'all's here, listen to whatever you got to say, and but we're trying anyway. That street sign, y'all street sign up there.
I seen that.
Well, I went up there that day gonna put that bracket, you know, that bracket on there, so I just put it on the pole.
I seen it on the pole.
I just put it on the pole right now, but we gotta get a bracket, put that bracket on that stop sign.
As long as there's a sign.
Well, I was thinking to myself, I put it up there that way, if somebody's hunting for y'all street, they at least see where you're going.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Bridgeport, they used to have a tornado siren, I think
Yeah.
they still do.
Yes, sir.
I kinda wish we had.
Well, we did have one here one time, you know, and it burned up or messed up or whatever years ago, you know, we had it.
I wish we could do something like that, because it helps to be a little bit aware.
I can hear it in my house,
Yeah.
go up.
I remember in 2011, whenever those come through here, I heard that going off down there. We got underneath the place in the house like everybody does. went along when he come through, it's bad as the house.
And another thing, me and Caleb went back here trying to fix this part. It's all underwater. I mean, it's bad. It's just everything. It's bad. And the problem is this side is higher than this side. So Caleb was going to open a hole up where we can drain some of this water out, but we ain't know where to drain it. This side,
Over here is higher than this.
this side.
I thought we were gonna talk to like 3 property owners that were gonna allow us to cut through.
Well, and that me and Caleb followed it, and we know where it's stopped up at. And it's on private property, and Mark's gonna talk to him and see if he would open it up. But still, it's a mess.
It still will run this way because it's higher.
Well, it'll drain that way.
It will drain.
Get it open.
If they open it up, it'll drain, but it's a mess. I mean, me and Caleb went out there going to straighten it up and everything else, and we can't.
Is the pavilion a loss back there?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's 6 foot underwater right now. This is the reason this pavilion right here is here where it's at. We're gonna put it back there in the back and just make it out of a garage, because we got this backhoe, and we're thinking about buying a little small tractor with a bush hog where we keep this park mowed and everything else. And we said we need something to keep our equipment in. And I was gonna put it back there when them guys come. They got stuck out there. And the waters were all the way across the road. So we had to move the pavilion up here because all that's flooded back there.
Hey, Billy, that's a problem that was built, previous administration, when they put that around through there.
Yeah.
On that end out there, it never was tied into the bank
Yeah.
as it should have been. So water comes in through there and comes in.
Yeah.
So if you start draining out, you got a surface going there.
Yeah.
And you got water coming out up here.
Yeah.
And then there's the possibility ditching that off and getting it out, but that never was followed through with.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they could get permission to clean it out.
Well, see.
Yeah. I think it was on Johnny's.
Yeah, my mom and daddy owned all this right here, so when they owned it, there's a pond out here, gravel pit. We call it the gravel pit. So it had a place to go, But now they filled all that in. That water comes off this hill and stuff, and they got that dammed up back there, and there's nowhere for it to go. And like I said, me and Caleb went on the other side here the other day, going to unstop it and everything else, but the water's higher on that side because it can't go all the way out. You see, that water goes all the way out to Short Holler.
Where are you gonna put the playground
Well,
that you talked about?
we'll probably have to put it right back here.
Up here
Somewhere close. From the ball field here, all good. It's all up high.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it's all up high. From the ball field back, it's flooded. Ball field, probably 4 or 5 foot underwater.
How many acres does the city own?
20, I think it's 25, 26.
So there's no way to somehow think about, for lack of a better word, digging a ditch to drain it that way?
There's no way to drain it
No
that
way for
way.
it to go. No, because all that runs this way.
All that water runs this way.
All that water runs higher back that way.
That's the reason I said there's no way to kind of more or less tunnel through.
Only way we could really do it, and then I don't know, it costs a bunch of money to who do it, is put a pump back there and pump it over.
Right.
Yeah.
Pump it over.
Yeah.
We could do that, but when we do that,
That was the plan.
it's going to flood everybody else up. But Mark Myers' place down there is underwater. His farm equipment is underwater. Hey, me and Caleb went down there, his farm equipment's underwater. So it floods Mark. So we could throw a pump down there and pump it over.
No, that's not what I was asking. How many properties are between the back property line back here of the 20-something acres and the river?
Oh,
it's a
How
long
many?
way.
Oh, yeah, that's a long way from the river.
Yeah, it's a long ways. River.
Holland's property joins this property.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Holland, he got like 100 something acres back there. He joins this property.
Yeah.
And all that property comes downhill this way.
Yeah. And then you got the Boston.
Yeah.
It's a long way.
Because the river board has offered to sell us this 6 acres next door here, if we wanted it. But
It's all on the water.
it's all underwater. And we thought about, well, heck, we might want to buy it, so just build a pond back there where we can just drain,
Retaining pond,
drain that water out.
but it's all on the water.
But it's all underwater. It's higher on that side than it is on this side.
You know, Quentin's talked about, and I'm aware of the program, I can help with it, I can't do it, somebody on the board has to do it. Blue Cross Blue Shield to build us a park.
Well, we checked on that, and something about the city wasn't big enough or something.
Really?
You got to have so many people.
Yeah, I think so.
You gotta have so many people. And then when you do so,
You got to sign the property
You got to
over to
sign the
them while you do it.
Dirt construction, that was nothing.
That ain't no big deal.
But if we're not,
But we don't have the people. We, you know,
Okay.
this community here, 1,000 people or less,
yeah.
you know, and you don't have the
Yeah.
people. They don't see
Okay.
the revenue. So,
and you
I
run
don't know.
into, a lot of people would get mad if you did sign that property over.
yeah.
You
Well,
would
they're gonna
have-
sign it right now.
Yeah, they'll find it right.
As
Oh,
soon as
well, we know
construction's
that.
done,
We know
They
that.
grant it back to you for $1.
But I put in for what I put in for right now is a $100,000 grant for a playground. You think that's a lot of money?
No.
Hey, they sent me playground equipment stuff, and they started off like $20,000, $25,000.
Yeah.
Just for simple
For a monkey
swing.
bars.
for a swing.
Yeah.
A slide with a tube going down, like $30-something thousand.
Which you gotta have.
Well, because it's safety, you know.
Right.
And it's gotta be ADA accessible.
It's got to be all that.
Yeah.
It's got to be approved.
Yeah.
That's why it's so expensive. You can't just go to Lowe's and buy it for the city, because then you're liable.
Liable for it.
If
yeah.
some kid gets hurt, well, it's not stamped with the ADA approval. So they've got
Yeah.
all of it,
Yeah.
you know, they're manhandling the business, so they can name the price.
Right.
But they told me I could apply every year after that. If I got it, I could apply every year after that for a $150,000 grant. So if we got $100,000, we could start off small.
Is there no matching from the city? Typically, that's how grants work.
Yeah. Well, see, the playground people that sell the playground out at Fort Payne, what's the name of that?
Play court.
Told me that if I could get that grant, they'd be interested in matching.
The play court.
You know, they'd be interested in matching. You know, if we get a $100,000 grant, then we might get them to give us, you know, some equipment and stuff like that. You know, that way if we can get started like that, we can start off small and
Okay.
start. But it takes, like I said,
It's frustrating.
dealing with the government. It's like the state highway out here. I'm trying to get stuff fixed on the state highway.
It's bad.
Long Island, they tell me, said, well, y'all are on the list, but y'all are we're on the bottom list because everybody else, freeways and all that stuff comes before us. So we're down here on this bottom
No,
now.
the big city, if he's telling you the truth, the big cities get the infrastructure, buddy.
And I'm gonna tell everybody here, next year, and I got her number, and me and her had a big conversation the other night. The city of South Pittsburgh or state blocked the road where you couldn't come in a New Hope, where they had a cornbread festival.
Yeah.
And I raised cane to her, son. And she told me, so well, I got to get with the mayor and we'll have a meeting with y'all. And I said, get with Mayor Bull. Mayor ain't got anything to do with the state road.
Yeah.
And he wanted that road closed where nobody couldn't come downtown South Pittsburgh. So I told her, so next time you need to stop it down there where people, or put a sign up there for New York residents, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I told her, I said, we're gonna have a meeting for it.
They do that.
Ain't gonna happen again.
Every year. You have to go all the way down and red line to.
Really?
Yeah, I got caught in that.
But I got
Closing the road for.
I called the lawyer and stuff and told him for next year we're gonna meet with them and everything else, and that ain't gonna happen, man. They can't block us. She told me, she said, well, y'all can go all the way down, he had to go down Alabama, turn around and come back. And I said, or are you talking about at Third Street? She said, you can make Third Street. I said, so you telling me it's okay for me to make a U-turn? So if somebody in New Hope gets run over, y'all ain't responsible for it? So we'll see what we can do next year. We'll try our best. All right,
We gotta make a motion to pass that thing,
this right here, is this amended then or what is this?
So back in 2001, the threshold was $500 for the assets. We want to increase it to $2,500.
I hear a motion,
I make a motion.
hear a second.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Anybody else got anything to say, anything, want to know anything?
You still planning to have a 4th of July party?
4th of July, we're gonna have fireworks here. I already got all the fireworks stuff. And, Mike Ken called me the other day, said he had my fireworks and stuff and getting them ready. And we'll have a big fireworks here. Next year, we're hoping to have all this pavilions and stuff where we can have a music out here and maybe, some hot dogs and stuff like that. Next year, we'll have a bigger thing. This year, we're kind of short on time.
Yeah.
Plus, we're just now getting stuff started. But we're gonna have a big fireworks show out here, big. So everybody in the community, hope to come out 4th of July and we'll have.
So the fiscal year begins July 1st. So when we do the budget workshop, you'll need to put on there what you want for that. How much you want to
Fireworks.
spend. Yeah.
Yeah, he told me the other day, don't work, get somebody to come after all them fireworks, they're gonna box them up and stuff. He said, I can just send him a check whenever. I told him that sounds good.
Mayor, how can the citizens get involved? There's a lot of good stuff happening.
I mean, what we need mostly is just people come to meetings and stuff and everything, get people involved,
Yeah, and if, if anything's brought up, we're gonna work on anything. Somebody can just be like, hey, y'all,
Any ideas they might have, I hear it.
yeah.
I mean, everybody on the board and stuff, people just tell anybody what they wanna tell them and stuff and everything, you're gonna bring something up. Or just come to meetings and bring it up.
I don't guess we got nothing coming. I mean, the farmer's market, but that's not really an event. I don't guess you'd say where you needed volunteers or nothing.
Yeah.
But next year,
Over the 4th of July.
next year, 4th of July, we're gonna try to have hot dogs and everything next year where we can, have everybody in the community, where everybody in the community. And,
We'll need some grill slingers.
It would be good to have a
I can
4th of July
still-
committee and have
Yeah,
another group that
yeah.
wants to plan and get all
And
that
that's what
put
we'll do.
together,
We'll
'cause
just-
it takes some time.
That's what we'll do next year. We'll just get started early next year and ask people who wants to volunteer to help us on 4th of July. People just cook hot dogs or, somebody just bake hot dogs or whatever. And, we're gonna try to, like I said, I try to have music out here, have people get to play music and stuff. And try to have a good festival next year.
There's a lot of work involved in it. When we used to do the
Yeah.
festival here,
man.
we started months ahead.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a lot of work to get it all.
Hey, Billy, I hate to bring this up, but mowing season's coming on, and
Yeah.
what did we decide about the fire hydrants as far as keeping them clean around them?
Yeah, that's not our city of South Pittsburgh, that's their
So it's
Water and gas.
water and gas.
water and gas.
Yeah.
And they said they didn't do it, so.
I know, that's right.
We rent them, that's what we do, we rent them, we're not responsible for them and nothing
I had to
to
take weed killers.
And they,
Yeah, well, you
and most,
work over there, you.
and most of them are people's yard and they take care of them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The ones in the ditches and
We had
stuff
some
like
got
that.
ran over and everything else, because they didn't know.
Grown
It was
up.
there.
But, It probably wouldn't hurt to spray weed eater around, then somebody be complaining because you
I
sprayed.
will talk with Keith about that.
Okay.
It's getting time. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks time, you won't be able to see them.
And we trying to get the park up here straightened up. We went up there, Caleb and Josh and all went up there and worked on it, made it a lot bigger, and it looks good. I went up there the other day and sprayed a bunch of ant killer and stuff, killed some ants up there.
The fire hydrant.
We got our police chief up there running some people off that don't supposed to park where they supposed to park at, trying to keep that boat dock clean for everybody that puts the boat in, so, yeah.
They got them.
Are they on now? Are they on? I don't know, that's one, I'm gonna give you a week. Is there a map that's got all of the fire hydrants on it that we got somewhere? Is that one?
What, we got like
They
31 or something?
graze them, turn them on.
Yeah, it's a large number of fire hydrants.
We're trying to get a couple more put in, a couple spots, we need some out there in Bellevue,
Oh, they got it.
in different places, we need some fire hydrants, so. But,
They have to keep a schedule.
anybody got anything else? Road commissioner, I need to appoint a road commissioner, and Mr. Josh Lawson, he has volunteered to be it. So, he's the new road commissioner. Now make a motion to hear the new.
I'll make a motion.
I'll make a second.
All right, all in favor, aye. That's simple.
There you go. That's what you wish for.
Get your hat down, road commissioner.
Well, I got a job for you to start off.
Oh, boy.
Anybody else got anything?
Got a big old pothole on 156. So.
Hey, I seen that. Stop to the road commissioner. That's on the state highway. Matter of fact, I called him the other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gotten big quick.
Yeah, it fell in there.
It just opened up probably last week.
Where's that?
As soon as you cross tracks, quarter mile on your left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they've got it circled, so I'm assuming the state's been.
Yeah, well, I called them about it.
Yeah.
Usually if I call them about it, about 2 weeks later, they got it fixed.
Is it that Angel guy with the state?
David Bragg.
Well,
Tracy Wynn, she's the one I called about the.
she's actually over.
She's over Bragg. She's the head woman.
She's up top.
And she told me, she told me about the mayor of South Pittsburgh had the road closed. I told her it's a state road. Mayor of South Pittsburgh can't close the state road. But we'll try to get it fixed. We're working on it. All right. I hear a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make a motion with adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
See ya.